Oh, jeez. I think I just hit Batman. I'm sorry, Batman. I love you. You guys can you see that? You can't. Whatever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Out of the Shadows. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. Alright, so a couple of years ago, I got on camera and I did a whole rant video on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer from 2014 with Michael Bay. I said it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I hated it. And to be fair, I actually never saw the movie. But I finally watched it last week, and I will say this. It's not the worst thing in the entire world, but it's not good either. The turtles were great. Everything else in the movie was garbage though. But the interesting thing about it is that I was excited for this new Ninja Turtles movie. The trailers looked great. They had awesome songs in the trailers. You had all the fan service was there. Shredder was played by a human. Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang. Everything was in the trailer, which does kind of prove a problem with the movie, but I'll get there soon. But anyways, the plot of this movie is the turtles are back and they want to be humans, and Shredder has this new ooze that he gets from Baxter Stockman, aka Black Nerd, and he uses that ooze to create Bebop and Rocksteady to be his minions. And before even all that happens, I completely forgot about this, but Krang is there and he's saying, ha ha ha, if you get this and this and this, you can open up the portal so I can come and destroy the earth with my Technodrome. He sounds like that too. He sounds like the cartoon Krang. And you still have Megan Fox as April O'Neil, Will Arnett's back, and then Stephen Amell in there as Casey Jones. And right out the gate, this movie opened up with turtles. That was awesome. The first movie was like Transformers with Shia LaBeouf. It was the Megan Fox show with turtles in the background. This movie is about the turtles. Megan Fox still gets her screen time, but it's not like overbearing. That's not to say that when she does get her screen time, I'm not still saying, all right, just get back to the turtles. Because I am, because she's not a good actress. But Will Arnett in this movie was not in it as much as he was in the first one. He's in it just the right amount, I would say. There is one scene where there's a side plot with him, and that lasts for a little while, and it kind of got tedious. But once you get back to the turtles, it's really cool. And another thing that's great about this movie is all the fan service in it. I mean, you got the turtle van, you got all the stuff that I mentioned already. Casey Jones is in this movie. The foot soldiers are actually ninjas. They have swords. So this movie sounds like it's gonna be awesome, right? And this is a weird movie because, like, as a Ninja Turtles cartoon, this would be awesome. But as a movie released in theaters starring live action people, kind of sucks. And one of the problems with it, which I thought was going to be one of the best parts, was Stephen Amell as Casey Jones. This movie is more or less a Casey Jones origin story. Like, he starts out as an ex-cop, which I don't even get that. Was he ever an ex-cop in the comics or the TV shows? Not that I know of. And he wears his mask for one scene in this movie. You know the scene when they're wiping out the thugs in the alleyway, or he saves April O'Neil in the alleyway? That's the only scene where he has his mask on. You got both Shredder and Krang in this movie. I feel like you only needed one. Maybe allude to Krang. Like, maybe Krang could be like Darkseid in Batman v Superman, or Thanos in the Avengers, but you're building towards him in Turtles 3. But in this one, every single scene with Krang feels like a reshoot. They literally stopped the entire movie for Shredder and Krang to have a scene together where Krang gives you the entire plot of the movie. And this movie has a lot of exposition scenes in it. That's just the tip of the iceberg right there. And Krang's voice works in the cartoons, but it doesn't work in the movies. Maybe they should have changed it a tad. It doesn't have to be dark and gritty Batman voice, which is something a little different than, ooh, bad guy doing bad guy stuff. In the same way that I probably wouldn't want to see Mark Hamill voice the Joker in a live-action Batman movie. Works great for cartoons and video games, not so much in live action. And nearing the end of the movie, trying to stay away from spoilers, but Shredder is nowhere to be found at the end of this movie. He goes the whole movie without wearing his mask, and then at the end he finally puts the mask on, it gets really epic, and then he's just gone. And then the turtles end up fighting Krang in a fight that really resembles the first movie, almost like they just did the same exact thing. In my opinion, Shredder is the greatest villain the Ninja Turtles face, so Shredder should not be in the background while Krang is in the front. It should be the other way around. They should be fighting Shredder. And granted, Shredder is a human in this movie, so, you know, the 4 giant Shrek turtles taking on human Shredder, he might need some help there, because he would literally just get clobbered. But I feel like they could have worked something out, or at least Shredder teaming up with Krang, not Shredder just taking a backseat completely. And when I say this movie is like a cartoon, I really mean it. I mean, the physics in this movie don't make any sense. I mean, this is one of those things where it shouldn't really bother me. Heck, I can give a pass to Batman going from the little prison pit all the way back to Gotham City. And I can't give a pass to the physics in this movie because the rest of the movie just wasn't as enjoyable as I wanted it to be. So because of that, I noticed those things a little bit more. But for example, there's one scene when Casey Jones is running and he's running this way. Rocksteady literally runs into him on a motorcycle and he goes flying into one of those like storage crates. I was looking at that and I was like, you'd probably be dead. Guys, this is a really weird movie to recommend because if you are a fan of the Turtles comics and cartoons, There's going to be moments in this movie that you really enjoy because you notice those small fan service things, and you'll probably have a good time with it. But if you're anybody else, you're going to walk out of this movie confused. You're not going to know what's going on. You're going to be like, why was there a giant brain in a mech suit? And so because I mainly know Turtles from the movies and the comics and the toys here and there, I walked out of this movie. It was a completely watchable movie, but it's not one that I would go rewatch, and it's not my favorite Turtles movie. So there it is. But your favorite Ninja Turtle of all time, who is he? Comment down below. Let me know. As a kid, I was really partial to Leonardo, but I think now I'm a Michelangelo guy. Yeah, let's go with Michelangelo. Let me know your favorite turtle in the comments, and thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, you can click subscribe and check out some of my other stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.